Hello and welcome to Tier Fun. I am Andrew, your guide through Modern, and today we are continuing the exploration of Dominaria and its potential effect on Modern. I don't know why I used air quotes there, but whatever. Today's card I'm testing out is Mox Amber. As you probably know by now, Mox Amber is the new Mox printed in Dominaria. It allows you to tap for any color, any one mana of any color among legendary creatures and planeswalkers you control. So there's a whole lot of ways you can go about building a list for Mox Amber. For me, at least the first one, I wanted to try to do something aggressive. Mox Opal, the mainstay of Affinity, mainstay of Modern. I think I'm an Affinity guy. Affinity is kind of my roots. So this is a deck that's kind of like Affinity. It's taken up, inspired by a list that 5-0'd last month by Union County Games, I believe. They 5-0'd a competitive league with essentially a mono red version of this. This is a Kuldotha Rebirth deck that has been kind of messed with, so we could play Mox Amber essentially. So we were playing one drops like Kytheon, potentially a one mana Planeswalker, playing Isamaru, we're playing Zergo, all to enable these Mox Amber starts. Mox Amber, not only does it help us get us out to the battlefield ASAP and empty our hand, it also helps trigger a surge for Reckless Bushwhacker. And with the extra copies, we can Kuldotha Rebirth away. Kuldotha Rebirth, sacrifice one red mana, sacrifice an artifact, create 3 1/1 red goblin creature tokens. So like, this deck is very aggressive. There are potential turn 2 wins here. It's a turn 4, turn 3. Turn 3 has actually been fairly consistent without, assuming a decent hand and without any bad interaction from your opponent. You can we have enough artifacts to turn on Mox Opal, and we also have enough. We're like right on the line for legendaries for Mox Amber. We have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 legendaries. It's close. I want to have 10, and I wanted to put maybe either Thalia main deck. Thalia isn't the best main deck though. It's kind of rough on our Moxes, but it's a good card anyways. But maybe Carry Zev. But this is essentially a proof of concept. I've been messing around with this deck all week, trying to make sure it wasn't garbage. I think it's actually pretty good, and it's got some real explosive starts, and I'm really excited to go with it. One thing on the mana base, we're all the red-white duels. Plus, I guess this is technically the 9th contested war zone. Could very easily be a Darksteel Citadel just to help with our Kuldotha Rebirths and our Mox Opals. Kuldotha, I'm tempted to put 4 in there. The numbers are kind of iffy. We have 1 Goblin Grenade. We could go up to 3. We could also just do 3 Lightning Bolts. I'm kind of just using this Goblin Grenade until I get more data on if this amount of goblins is good enough to be running Goblin Grenade. Post board, I don't typically like it, because if anyone has any good sideboard stuff for us, they're going to be controlling our goblins. It's real unfortunate that Zergo... Whoa, Zergo, don't fly away. Zergo is an orc, not a goblin. But anyways, Contested War Zone is the 9th whack, essentially. But I was playing fetch lands also, but I realized that, we want the game to be over by around turn 3 or turn 2 if we can, but turn 4, if it goes much past turn 4, we're probably not going to be in the game unless we draw, Goblin Grenades and stuff. But we had fetch lands, and I decided to swap them out for Battlefield Forges and more Sacred Foundries. I think it's just less damage over the long haul. Over the important turns of the game, we would rather, 99% of the time, rather draw Sacred Foundry than a fetch land. 100% of the time, rather draw Inspiring Vantage, and then maybe it's a coin flip on the Battlefield Forges. But I think I like this fetchless mana base because it also plays around Arbiter, Leonin Arbiter, which not the most highly played card in Modern, but when we don't need to fetch, because we don't. If we had a basic plains, I might consider running fetches, but it's when you don't need to fetch, like having to play around an arbiter with a deck that really doesn't care about it otherwise is pretty unfortunate. I don't even want this red mountain in there. It's just as a concession for red mountain. It's the only kind of mountain. The basic is there only as a concession for path. Sideboard wise, nothing fancy. We got our Thalias for spell-based decks. Devastating Summons is a card that could be main deck. I have it in the side because counter spells are such an insane blowout against it, and we're fast enough without it. If we're playing against a deck we want to race, we will always bring these in as long as it doesn't have counter spells. Gut Shot, good way to trigger Bushwhacker, and mana efficient way to deal with the early game threats, which, as I said earlier, we're all about the early game here. Path is there just because we're white. I'm thinking there might be a world where we want 4 gut shots instead of path. I think an early delve threat is still kind of bad. And Hollow One seems like it could be a potentially bad matchup too. So maybe these paths will shine out. But yeah, that's the deck. 8 Mox Whack, however you want to call it. I like 8 Mox because it just sounds cool. But this is one way to take Mox Amber. It's the most aggressive way I could think of off the top of my head. I'm sure there's more out there. But without going too deep with stuff like, what is that? Leyline of Singularity that makes everything legendary. I think this is a level one deck, Mox Amber deck. We're going to get into some matches. Let's just get into some matches. I'm excited. Let's get my coffee and let's go. Okay, here we are for round 1 with 8 Mox. Kind of a good opener. We have 2 mana on turn 1. We could just go double Goblin Guide. We probably will go Signal Pest Goblin Guide. Yeah, let's keep this. More damage over the long haul that way. Kind of hoping if we draw... what could we draw? If we draw one of our Bushwhackers, this hand could go OFF off. Thoughtseize doesn't do much to this hand. Alright, so Black-Red Hollow One right off the bat. This is a matchup I wasn't sure about, so it's good to start with it. Well, we could play out an Ornithopter and have 2 1-drops. We could also just bolt and play out Signal Pest. I think I'm going to go for max aggression here. So this way, I mean, we will... If we draw one of our Bushwhackers, we're going to be wishing we kept one of these 0-drops in hand. But I think we need to race this here deck. We're going to go Isamara. Next turn, play 2 Goblin Guides, attacking for, 3, 6, 9, 10? Pretty good, right? So 10 on turn 2. So they're gonna need a quick Goblin, or they're gonna need quick Hollow Ones here. We could block here, but I don't really want to lose my Isamara if they have an instant speed cycler. No reason to. All right, we're gonna keep this now. Let's play Goblin Guide. I think we've got him on the back foot here. I think I'm actually gonna bolt this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nah, let's not bolt it. We'll save it for next turn. So we're going to save the guide, the Memnite, for triggering of Bushwhackers. Trigger. So this is turn 2. We're attacking for 10. Opponent likely has a bolt here, I'm thinking. Though if they had a bolt, I think they wouldn't have allowed us to go to combat, right? I think it makes most sense to bolt the pest. So Street Wraith is on top. That's good for them and also good for us. So we're just going to win next turn. Turn 3. You thought Hollow One was fast. They can't really play the Street Wraith because they're going to die. Yeah. Turn 3 win. All right. Great way to start. So, yeah. This deck, that's exactly what we want to be doing. I think stuff like Devastating Summons is good here. Tormod's Crypt is fine. Grafdigger's Cage, I guess, is good too. So is Path. So all the cards that I think are good here. I think Thalia is potentially good, but a little bit too slow. Grafdiggers, Tormods, Smash. So we have actually a lot we could bring in. And I guess this as well. It just depends on how aggressive we want to be. Goblin Grenade should be fine. Lightning Bolt is kind of bad. It's great against their 1-drop that we saw, but not good against anything else in their deck. So I think that's on the outs. Devastating Summons, I don't know if we need it in this matchup. I mean, we might. Do they have Pyroclasm? I guess if they don't, I would like to have Devastating Summons, I think. Kytheon is going to be very good in this matchup if we can flip him. So I think we're just going to bring in our Artifact Hate. Graveyard Hate shuts down their Bloodghasts and their Flamewake Phoenixes, and I guess Faithless Looting as well. Maybe we're okay with that too. This feels like overboarding though. I don't think we want that. So take out Bolt. Bomat Courier, since we're bringing in Grafdigger's Cage. We don't want to go we don't want to mess up the artifact count too much. Ornithopter, because we have Tormod's Crypt. Rebirth is fine. 2 cards to cut, though. Could just cut the smashes. Yeah, we'll cut the smash. I think this is fine. Ashtacon's is out of date, too. Okay, well, if one of these Bushwhackers was a Rebirth, we could keep this hand. They kept 7. Path is good. I think we can do better. Yeah, this is a lot better. Do we keep the Memnite? We could go Memnite, Kuldotha Rebirth, have 4 power. I think we can do better than Memnite. Getting a Bushwhacker would be quite good. I'm not super jazzed we had to mulligan. Okay, well, got rid of Zergo and Kuldotha Rebirth, but okay, well, I'm glad we have this path. I think we're okay getting hit here, right? They have Eidolon of the Great Revel. I don't know. It's been a while since I played against Hollow One somehow, but I feel like that's an atypical card in these lists. Faithless Looting, sure. Yeah, I don't think I want Tormod's Crypt. We'll go back to being as aggressive as possible for the next match. So I think next turn we're just gonna Memnite Bushwhacker, kick it, get in for 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. I wonder if opponent attacks here. Yeah, okay. That's good for us. It's a little less good for us, but Fatal Push alone by itself isn't the worst. Oh, now it's not good. That's unfortunate. Well, looks like we're probably going to a game 3 here. That Kuldotha Rebirth would be very good. That was an unfortunate Burning Inquiry. But if this is all opponent has, we can beat it. Thanks to Path. Though, man, that Fatal Push. We'd be getting in for 3 more. Opponent would be at 11. And we'd have access to Path this turn. We kind of flooded out, which is hilarious with our 12 lands. We really don't ever want more than 1 or 2 actual lands. Ideally, we have land and Moxes. Flameblade Adept. Oh, that was the worst draw. Well, we have officially... You're officially seeing the fail rate of this deck. Okay, well, we got round 1 was best case scenario. Round 2, worst case scenario. Though, if we draw Bushwhacker, Reckless Bushwhacker, we are holding that for this. We're holding Mox Amber for Bushwhacker. Potential Bushwhacker draws. Flamewake Phoenix. Oh, okay. So Flameblade Adept is going to hit us for 3 this turn. They discarded 2 lands, so their hand stunk. It's probably better now. We're going to Path and then hope to draw something. Bushwhacker sized. Yeah, 4 lands. 4 lands no good. 4 lands bad. Bushwhacker 1 time. Come on. It's not even that good here, but I still want it. Bushwhacker. Bushwhacker. Oh. That's gotta hurt. I don't think there's any reason to really hold back here. Unless we want to double block the Adept and then get blown out by so many different things. Oh, they got something. Oh, yeah. I need that. That's on board. It's an onboard trick. It's not a trick, though. It's a spell. Wow, they flooded out hard. I guess we both have, though. Ooh. Bloodget. Ooh, this is the Delve spell? No. Oh, boy. Going to 1. Okay. Now, that was a reason to hold back. Well, they discarded a Grimag Angler. Well. Goblin Grenade, get rid of the Flameblade Adept. Put opponent on 10, dead to so many things. Yeah, I guess that's our line. We also get to show them the Goblin Grenade, so they might be afraid of it next turn. Or next game. Yeah, hopefully I did that right. It's not that it's really going to matter. Is Goblin Lore random discard? Yeah, okay. We're dead to so many things. Bolt. Flamewake Phoenix. Any card, really. A creature will kill us next turn, unless we draw Path. Faithless Looting. We're not dead to looting. They have a land. That'll win. They just bin Bloodghast. Oh, nope. Looking for that land. They binned a land, so I'm sure they have it. No, just Gurmag. Sure. Okay, yeah. I mean, we could have drawn Path. We're dead here. We could draw one Path. We only have one left in the deck, though. That's not it. Flooded out hard. So on the play, we're going to go aggro again. Bomat. Keeping the Tormod's Crypt over one Ornithopter I think is fine. Devastating Summons, do we want it? Devastating Summons would have been great there. Would have been very good. I just don't think we need Goblin Grenade. It is our only answer, but I think Devastating Summons is probably just better. Like, if we had Devastating Summons there, we could have put up a pretty big wall. Yeah, okay. I gotta talk myself into it. And do we want the bolts? I don't think so. We're just gonna get while the getting's good. Station identification, pausing. This channel brought to you by coffee. Without it, I'd be dead. We'd love to play first. We'd also love to have a great hand. We have a weird hand. We have a mana heavy hand. We really just need one of these lands to be something else. Mulligan. Boy. Like Affinity, you do have to you have to be mulligan. You don't be afraid of mulliganing with this deck. You're probably going to have to. A 5-card hand that's good is a lot better than a 7-card hand that is all right. We're going down 5 here. We could keep this if we had Mox Opal, but I don't know. I mean, Kytheon's very good. It's probably one of our best cards in the matchup. Opponent. Wondering. Waiting. They're going into the tank on this 7. I don't know if that's good or bad for us. Probably means they've got Goblin Lores and they're just doing the numbers on what are the odds. Assuming they're here. Yeah. you always have to. Sometimes your opponent's just going to the bathroom. It could also be they're keeping a one lander, and it's full of all sorts of goodies, but just one land, no faithless looting. Many potentials. Oh, opponent kept 7. I will be mulliganing. Yeah, this is a keep. Inspiring Vantage. Do we want the third land, technically? I think probably not, considering what our hand looks like. So we're going to bottom that. So here we get to Zergo, and then play Mox Amber, and then play Goblin Guide. And unless they have something, a quick start over there, we're gonna be doing pretty well. F6. So 3, 6, 7, 8. We're attacking for 8 next turn. We drew them a mountain. Unfortunate. So it's these situations where Mox Amber is superior than to Mox Opal, because we just needed to have one legendary creature out, and we have two 2/2s on the battlefield on turn 1, which is awesome. Put an opponent to 10 next turn if they don't have a removal spell or a card like Dotsies. We attack through. We're attacking into the Flameblade Adept or whatever. Opponent's shocking. That's good. So they have push, path. Oh, sorry, push or bolt. They have to discard. So they probably don't have anything because they would have done it then. I mean, I would have. I guess discarding Bloodghast is pretty good. This is a very awful draw. Actually, no, it could be worse. Now if we draw the other Bushwhacker, we have something to trigger it. So I spoke too soon. Especially because we knew they had Mountain in hand, so they definitely have push here. Pushing Zergo, more than likely. Turns off our Mox as well. And they have a bolt. That's not good for us. That's an experience playing against Mox Amber. They definitely wanted to push Zergo. Or bolt it. So now we know their hand is Bolt. Bolt Mountain. They just played a Bolt last turn. They played the Mountain. They have another Bolt here. And their hand's push. Wow. Well, them's the breaks. Yeah, there's the Bushwhacker too. Well, we get in for 1 here. Like Affinity, if your opponent draws a ton of interaction, you're probably not doing so hot. So I think the best draw here is definitely Kuldotha Rebirth. If we rebirth next turn, we have 3 1/1s, and then we also get to Bushwhacker. Giving ourselves 3, 6, 9. We attack for 9. So if opponent fetches and doesn't do anything of value here, we could actually kill them next turn. So this deck is scary. Opponent attacking with Bloodghast. It can't block. Makes sense. Makes sense. Rebirth. Rebirth. One time rebirth. Please. Okay. Delve Threat. Delve Threat's not the worst. It does mean we don't win with the Kuldotha. Alright, that's not bad either. So they attack in for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 next turn because they'll bring that back. We're not dead. We still win on a rebirth. Ooh, now I think we also win with devastating summons, right? So that's 2 2/2s. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. No, we don't win on devastating summons. Gotta be rebirth. I suppose we don't win on rebirth either, right? Where's my math gone? 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, this doesn't trigger itself, right? No, other creatures. Opponent's put me on the 2-turner. Yep. Mox Amber, GG. Well, that's the downside, right? Well, we'll get in the next one. Okay, here we are for round 2 with Mox, 8 Mox, 8 Whack, 8 Mox, Mox Whack. This looks like another mulligan. Drew a fourth of our lands, plus 2 Moxes. Would like to have one of these be a Amber, but c'est la vie. In between matches, I went... Ooh. Yeah, we can keep that. In between matches, I went up... Ooh, Ancestral Vision. This should be a good matchup for us. I went up on... went down on Goblin Grenades and up one Kuldotha Rebirth. I just think the whole time playing that last game, that was one of the only cards I wanted to draw, and it felt weird to not have 4 of them. Ghost Quarter. Spreading Seas would have been annoying, but we have this advantage. Wowzers. That was the best possible draw. So, oh no, it's still annoying. We can't get rid of this whacker. But we're gonna cast. I guess we'll cast this one. This is fine. So white, red. Well, yeah, because those won't stay around. The downsides are coming in. So that was actually a very good Spreading Seas for our opponent, because otherwise we would be flipping Kytheon here, and that might as well be game over, I think, for our opponent, unless they're Jeskai. But if they're running Ghost Quarter, I have to assume it's a 2-color deck. So we're either up against Lightning Bolt or Path. I don't think they want to Path us here. Oh, gross. Well, it's not that gross. So no counter spells here. If they have a removal spell, they'll be using it. Can't imagine they don't. Path, okay. So it is blue-white. We have infinite triggers for our bushwhackers from here on out. Plus Kuldotha Rebirth. So we're putting opponent to 6 next turn. Unless we draw a Goblin Guide. Ooh, is it Jeskai? Search does nothing. Oh no! This, like we said in the deck tech, this is a deck that very much wants to kill on turn 3 or 4. Another Path. That's so bad. And as you can see, all of our cards are much better in our hand than on the top of our deck. Like we don't really ever want to draw Mox Amber or Mox Opal, but we're playing 8 to maximize our explosive starts. Yeah, we have this game is pretty much over. Opponent could whiff on this Ancestral, and we can attack for 7 more turns, but it's not looking good. Did this Spreading Seas win them the game? Might have. Came close. It was insane Spreading Seas. At minimum, it actually, yeah, it did win them the game, because if it didn't outright kill them, we would have been within bolt range. Ooh, so this is a miracles list. Wow, this is probably a horrible matchup for us. We can't even attack into Riverwise Augur. How sad is that? Where's the Tron when we want it? Well, yeah, this game's over. Is it? I guess it's not technically over. If we draw Devastating... Sorry, if we draw Kuldotha Rebirth and also... Like, Devastating Summons would actually be very good here, but they probably have counterspells. But yeah, we need Kuldotha and a Bushwhacker. Sure. I don't think opponent can attack here, yeah. Okay. Let's just pass. Our poor hand. Let's get some coffee while we wait. Oh, opponent's activating search. If we see like, oh no, the field is ruining us. Why not activate search for Escanta there? That's kind of weird. They had the mana, right? 1, 2, 3, yeah. I guess the game is essentially over. All right, so they're just taking us off. I mean, this is fine. I guess there is a certain joy in cutting your opponent off of lands, but all right. Yeah, this has to be the most horrible thing for everyone to be watching right now. I probably should have conceded, but we fight on. Okay, so now they activate search. Because we still need 2 separate draws to get anywhere close to killing them. Blessed Alliance main deck. All right, that's game over. Well, I guess we can keep seeing what they. It is game over, but we should see what our opponent's playing. They have to kill us, so they can escalate Blessed Alliance too. Yeah, so they're not worried. Nor would I be if I was them. Okay. Well, no, not yet. Just another good thing, good stuff to have for the eventual. Well, I guess we can attack. If they want a Blessed Alliance, this creature, that's fine. Just a 1/1. Opponent's thinking about it. Sure. I guess it's not getting any better than getting rid of a 1/1. We just sacrificed Memnite. I think it's miles better there to just activate Escanta, though, for opponent. So we need to draw Rebirth. Bushwhacker, I guess, is fine. Sure, we'll go for it. They have Cryptic? Sure. Mana Leak. Bogus. If only these were lands. Yeah. We wouldn't have been able to pay for it. But how much damage is that? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, that would have been a big turn if they didn't have Mana Leak. Put him to 3, and then we could beat him with a bolt. Are they just activating Colonnade? Makes sense. Attack with both. So holding on to this Memnite, played around a Wrath, but didn't play around Mana Leak. I mean, the Signal Pest. I guess we didn't draw all that. Well, see if opponent has anything. I mean, if this connects, we're kind of doing it. Oh, they have Cryptic Command next turn. That's unfortunate. Yeah, now we're just dead. Goblin Grenade would be so good here. What do we want to draw? Attack. Yeah, they're pretty safe with Cryptic. Sphinx's Revelation? Oh, just a hardcast Terminus. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's not technically over. Memnite. Bet they wish they had Cryptic Command for that. Telling Time, yeah. I mean, they were 100% on Miracles. You're never playing Riverwise Augur and not being Miracles. But showing Terminus there, I don't even know if they needed to. It was just kind of information they didn't have to give us. Alright, so now I don't think there are any outs now that they've activated. That Mana Leak was so good. Bomac Courier, actually. If they have to Cryptic this, I mean, they have to let us attack in. They are letting us attack in. I guess, yeah. They don't know we don't have a bolt in hand. So we could very easily bolt here, then draw another one with Bomat. I guess we can't, because we tapped like this. Signal Pass. Nope. All right. Well, this is going to be a very hard one for us. Thalia's good. Devastating Summon's not good. I don't think anything else is good. Grafdigger's Cage and Tormod's Crypt shuts down their Snapcaster mages, but I don't think Miracles runs too many Snapcasters in Modern. I could be very wrong. What are we going down on? We could go down on the rebirths, trading in your artifacts for 1/1s is great on turns 1, 2, and 3, but once we start getting around to the turn 4 of it all with the Supreme Verdicts, and they're probably not even running Supreme Verdict, or at least not many. Terminus can happen at any time. Okay, we'll go down and Bolt. Actually, that's the one I usually cut when I bring in Thalia. Okay. I mean, assuming they don't get a Terminus turn on turns 1, 2, or 3, I think we've got a good matchup. We just didn't have a great hand. And this is a great hand. All right, it's a good hand, not a great hand. Okay, so I don't think it matters. I guess we'd rather have Zergo in hand. Can we? Because we can't play them both, can we? No, I think we can. Mox Amber. Bomat. So if they have a Terminus here, we are dead. But otherwise, we are very much alive. Okay, sweet, sweet, sweet. Bushwhack. We should hold up Mox Opal. I think we did it. Because if they got rid of both of our legendaries somehow. So red Goblin Guide. That's the way. This deck plays. That feels good. I don't think there's a way out of this for them. We get to draw 3 here because this is bad. So double path, I guess, is kind of good for them. Blessed Alliance, sure. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess they're at 1. No reason to sacrifice Bomat until it's being dealt with. So Terminus still would have been good for them there. Boom. All right. Finally. Don't think there's any reason to change anything up, so we won't. That's what we want to be doing. That feels so good. If you are adverse to being all in, this is not the deck for you. The cool part about this list is that you can blow up before turn 4, before Supreme Verdict becomes an issue. The bad part is that people are now playing Terminus, so, you know, who knows if that's even a thing. But sweepers, game 1 sweepers aren't a big deal. Oh, if this was a Mox Amber, it'd be maybe pretty good. So drawing a Mox Amber here is great. Kytheon. I think we still lead on Kytheon. Memnite. And I guess I will also play... Yeah, Mox Amber here would be bonkers. Because then we could play Isamaru. And then with Isamaru out, we trigger Kytheon next turn. If we draw an artifact, we still can, because we'll just dash in the Zergo. And triggering Kytheon is the best thing we can be doing. It's probably, besides just winning on turn 3 or turn 2, it's the strongest thing this deck does. Bomat. Yeah, that does it, doesn't it? Actually, this is quite good for us. Do we want to leave up? Yeah, we can play Isamaru here. We get to trigger Kytheon on Isamaru, I believe, making it indestructible. What do we do on the courier to keep around? Ooh, it doesn't matter though, right? Indestructible is not. Terminus doesn't destroy things. It puts them on the bottom of the graveyard. Bottom of the library. All right, Timely's good here for opponent. Ooh, boom goes the dynamite. Do we just play Thalia? Keep them off of Supreme Verdict. Think so. What else could we do? Pretty much nothing. All right. Kytheon coming in. Attack with everything. Yeah. Nah, I guess if we're attacking with everything, we need to play Thalia now. I don't think we're attacking with everything either. So they can't sweep us next turn. And now that we're getting rid of some tokens, a Bushwhacker is much more enticing. All right. It would be nice to get this one, because this is a very not good matchup for us, especially with Timely in the sideboard. That's really, really good against us. Waiting to pay costs. Snapcaster Serum Visions? Okay. So drawing a land here isn't that bad either. So we can get out Zergo. Opponent bottom, digging for that Wrath that hopefully they never see. All right, we're just going to Bushwhack. Getting in for a bunch. Opponent wants to block here, but then they're taking 10. So yeah. Those blocks make sense. Kytheon means if they wipe the board, we still get to crack in for 4. They cannot Supreme Verdict. Or Cryptic? They can Cryptic. What's our game plan here? Guess just Goblin God. Mana Leak. Okay. I will not pay. So if they have Path, they get me. Doesn't look like they do, though. Okay, 4, 5, 6, down to 3. It's looking good for us. Fingers crossed, guys. So they can block with Colonnade next turn. But then they can't do anything else. They need to deal with Thalia, Gideon. Attack? Well, I think that means we win. They do get rid of Gideon, though. I think we got it. All right, well, we beat Control. That is not a good matchup. Wow. Oh, man. After game 1, I was like, oh, man. Maybe this deck's awful. No. But we've seen the power, and we love it. We love the power. Feel the power. Okay, here we are for the third and final round with 8 Mox. Or Mox Whack. I like 8 Mox. Contested Warzone biting us in the butt here. But I think because of Bomat, we can probably keep this. Ooh, Affinity. We get to see who's more aggressive. That's a very good start. Need to be land here. And that's not a land. Contested War Zone is actually quite good for opponent. It's funny here, if they don't, they should tap this at end step because they're going to get access. Ooh, they don't attack. Land. Oh, it's even better than a land. Well, not even better. People really don't like Bomac Courier. We're going to add a Goblin Guide to the board here. We drew them a Spire of Industry. Ugh, unfortunate. So the text, whenever a creature deals combat damage to you, that creature is a controller gains control of contested war zone. So they're not attacking this turn. Okay. Well, I mean, that's pretty dang good against us. Do we just attack anyways? Probably. We have all these bushwhackers. Bonus drawing an Ornithopter, which is very good on this board. So now we can't attack because we'll lose access to Mox Opal if we... Oh boy. Yeah, this is game over. Yep. So like we could block here, but they'll be at 20. That's curtains. Curtains for us. All right. Well, we do have a pretty good sideboard for this matchup, so we're not too worried about it. We do like Gut Shot. We like Smash. Probably like Electrickery as well. Devastating Summons get in. And that. I don't think we need Path. Bolt's fine as well. Now what do we go down on? We could probably get rid of the Mox Opals and the Kuldotha Rebirths. I don't love that though. Eight cards is a ton. So 4, 5, 6. I guess that's what we do though. That can't be right. I'm just going to go down on some whackers. Rely on Kytheon and board control to get there. So yeah, what's the worst whacker? Probably Reckless Bushwhacker, hardest for us to cast. So our really cheesy wins will be back on the play. On the draw, we're going to respect Affinity. I mean, it's fine. We got Lightning Bolt. We'll see what opponent's drawing. Smuggler's Copter. Okay. Cast this Ornithopter. Smuggler's Copter is an interesting ad. That's not good. Smuggler's Copter, Springleaf Drum. Do they have a second land? Yep. So they're going to play the Copter here. Nah, play out their artifacts. That makes sense. Thoughtseize is probably taking lightning bolts, so just rid ourselves of the Ornithopter now and wish we had earlier. Thoughtseize seems like perhaps the worst possible card against us to bring in. Oh, that's pretty good. We're going to get rid of them all. I don't think we're winning any other way. So they can play Copter now, but we get in for 3, 6, 7, 8. And they don't have any good blocks next turn either. What's this? Vault Scourge is good. They need a land though. They don't have it. Okay. Well, I mean, going for that Devastating Summons is risky, but you gotta do what you gotta do. And we're not... I assume we still want to keep it this way. Obviously, I mean, we just kept it on... we did this on the play. So, I think this is fine. When you sacrifice all of your lands because that's the only out you have. Yeah. Bolt and Smithereens pretty good. Double Bolt, even better. I don't think opponent will have Thoughtseize again. It's not even that good here. It gets one of our bolts, and it's going to get a bolt anyways, I guess. Well, that's a reason to leave up Lightning Bolt. Sure. So that's a big life swing. But we have a lot of damage here. So we'll see what opponent does. Springleaf Drum, sure. If their hand is all air, we're going to be fine. Another Springleaf Drum? Fingers crossed. They should keep this up for instant speed. Interesting. So now we're just going to get the plating. They played around a removal spell, but we have Smash. Zergo. Do we dash it? I think so. We'll just hold up Bolt. We have a lot of mana. I'd rather get in for damage here. We'll be able to dash him for the rest of the game. Oh, yeah. If need be. Ravager. Let's bolt. Scourge here. Ravager's a good draw for opponent. Oh, man. Opponent's going to wish they didn't do that. Opponent's going to very much wish they didn't do that. No reason to dash now. Hold up Bolt. I think that's going to do it. Opponent trying to play around Lightning Bolt, which is admirable. But we did just show them smash to smithereens. Ornithopter, sure. We'll just attack through that. Kytheon's good too. Activate Contested War Zone. All right. So I don't know if I'm in love with how I sideboarded here. It obviously worked out. Let's see. It can be a 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think this is fine. So we're going to attack it with everything. Activate Contested War Zone. Should just do it. Unless they have 2 gut shots in hand. This is fine. Let's make sure we haven't yielded. Oh! Stop. Turn off auto yields. Turn off. Oh, oh, that was close. All right, so we got there. We got there. We got there. So the deck is very explosive. Ooh, where's that? I'm in love with it in a lot of ways. I think the numbers need a little help, though. The numbers do need a little help. Is it cut 1 Mox Opal, maybe? Maybe we don't need all 8. Maybe the 8 Mox will be 7 Mox in the future? Could be. Could be. But I think we showed off how explosive it can be. Sideboard probably needs some help, too. And I don't know if I love sideboarding out all of the Bushwhackers there. It did work. And I think, I mean, maybe I do like that. I don't know. We'll have to play with it more to really nail in the sideboard strategy and the lines we want to be taking. But yeah, that's 8 Mox. Kind of memey, kind of great. Can win on turn 2. We did not do that, I don't think. But we won on turn 4 a few times, and I think there were some 3s. Nah. So the deck's very explosive. It can just lose to itself too. So yeah, if you are interested in this, please brew away. Let me know what you have to say about it. I think this is a great start for it, but by all means, it is not a finished product. So if this tickles your brewing fancy, go right to it. It's almost a budget list. It's very close. If you have Mox Opals lying around, it is a budget list, but Mox Opals are pretty expensive. The upside is you also have access to Affinity if you buy Mox Opals. But I mean, they're similar decks, Affinity and this. They're both trying to empty their hand ASAP and win before the opponent, or put so much pressure on the opponent that they're forced into awkward situations, and then you just lose. The opponents lose. That's the game plan, anyways. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun with it, and we'll catch you around. See ya. Bye. So immediately after finishing the 3rd match and doing the deck tech or outro and everything, I was like, let's play one more. So this is the 4th and final match of the day, even though the 3rd and final match just happened. So bonus match, here we go. All right, here we are for another match with 8 Mox, 8 Mox Whack, and yeah, we'll be on the play. This hand is a Mox Opal away from being great. A land away from... 2 lands away from being great, too. This is the toughest hand yet. I think I'm going to keep it, though. It's not the most aggressive hand, but it has most of the pieces. Thoughtseize is not bad. Birds of Paradise, also not bad. We can race this, whatever it is. I think I'm just going to play another Signal Pest and pass. Hopefully draw land next turn so we can bolt Goblin Guide. If we can just draw runner lands, I'd be very happy. I want to try to combine Kuldotha Rebirth with Reckless Bushwhacker. It's one of our combos. Ugh. Immediately regret not bolting that. Well, here it is. Do we just Bushwhacker here? Nah, I think I'm just going to Goblin Guide. And then bolt the bird. And if they want to get both my Signal Pests, cool. Ooh, and we gave them a Temple Garden. That stinks. So let's see how they feel like blocking. Yeah, that's the smart block. It is a shock land, though, so they have to take 2. Okay, so they have Temple Guard in hand. Fetid Heath. On the battlefield. Let's see what happens here. Is a world... Well, they're not Lingering Soulsing? Well, I have no idea what this could be. I've not played against Fetid Heath Twilight Mire. I just assumed this was black-green stuff. But then they played Lingering Souls, and then they played Fetid Heath. Lingering Souls made me think Abzan. Fetid Heath, I have no idea. I mean, it is obviously Abzan, but like more of a quintessential Abzan. Birds into Lingering Souls. Gytheon's good. I think we still attack, though. So they have Forest Temple Garden in hand. Double block. Sure. Fine by me. I think we still bolt. Oh. Yeah, we'll just play Kytheon pass. We will not bolt. Because Mox Opal does nothing. Mox Opal is only there for Kuldotha Rebirths. Opponent has a lot of birds, but nothing else. Guess we attack him with Kytheon. They do have Coco? No. Resto. Well, we can get rid of the Resto, but we 2-for-1 ourselves. Things aren't looking good for us. Things are looking bad, actually. Another Restoration Angel will pretty much lock this up. Pack Rat. Yeah, it's game over. Cool deck for opponent. I mean, I guess we could draw a Lightning Bolt for the Pack Rat. But otherwise, Pack Rat's just going to win. So we have to draw a Lightning Bolt here. And we do not. Alright. Back to the drawing board. Birds is annoying enough that we want gut shots. Didn't see any spells. I think probably want Electrickery as well for the Lingering Souls. Lightning Bolt. Bon Voyage. Four, 7. Cut a Bushwhacker. Kytheon's still great. Kuldotha is going to be great too. This could be a devastating summons matchup, but I don't think we want it too badly. So let's rid ourselves of one Bushwhacker then. And get in for round 2. It could be that we do want bolts still. Signal Pest is actually pretty bad. Yeah, with Lingering Souls. Well, can't side it out. But I think we will be siding out if we're lucky enough to get into another game. We'll be siding that out. So we have turn 1 Kytheon, but if we draw a land, we can flip it. I guess that's good enough. And if we draw Mox Land or Mox Amber, so we have 15 hits at it. Birds of Paradise is good. Kytheon is bad. We'll flip him next turn. I drew a forest. If we get pathed here... Oh, interesting. Opponent not respecting... Well... Ooh, okay. So gut shot for sure. And then they're going to path Kytheon, I assume. We'll just play another Kytheon. They're pathing their own bird. Opponent getting tricky. I think I'll take that. Maybe that means they have a lot of path currently, which is bad for us, because then when we flip Kytheon, he's not going to be all that good. Siege Rhinoceros coming down next turn. That's good to know. Land would be so good in this hand right now. Bit Kytheon flooded. Alright, so here comes Siege Rhino. They're up to 13. I suppose we're gonna do it like that. Take 2. Hope they don't have any big removal spell here. I'm just trying to win next turn. So we get to crack in for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 if they don't have a removal spell. They have to attack because of old Gideon's ability. So they have another Siege Rhino. It's bad. Doesn't look like they do. Well. Soldier up. I think we got this. They need 2 removal spells now. because we drew Bushwhacker. Man, this deck is swingy. Oh, stack the triggers. Stack the triggers before we go. Resto? Oh, I can't watch. So they go up to 16. They can block 2 of our guys. We attack for 1, 4, 9, 3, 4, 8. Oh, dang, we're at 12. Oh, that's so close. And they have to lose one of their creatures. If they have a path, we're kind of all right. Unless they have path. Because they have to block Kytheon in here. Or, yeah, that's where they'll be blocking. And they take 4, 8, 12. I mean, as long as they block Kytheon, they're fine too, right? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, I don't know why do they block like that? Opponent. So, yeah, I mean they're probably dead anyways, but they wanted to keep both their creatures alive so they could kill me. But it was not the best block they could have made. Siege Rhino is pretty good against us, but I think we just let it ride. Do we want Thalia? I don't think so. We're just gonna... I don't think we need Path either. If they'd shown us Tarmogoyf, I think we bring in Path. Sand could get there. Turn 1 is Samaru. Kind of hoping they do Thoughtseize me. Because then I'm assuming they'll take the Goblin Guide. It doesn't really... Yeah, it does kind of. It does matter. I think we're going to lead on Signal Pest. I think that's most damage over time if they take Goblin Guide. Otherwise, we probably just play Isamaru, I think. So we have a Bushwhacker. I mean, our hand's pretty awesome. We're hoping to draw Mox Amber, not Mox Opal. So there goes Isamaru. So opponent wants more hits at lands. I don't blame them. Okay, now we can draw Mox Opal. So because we drew Memnite, we're still hitting for 2 next turn. So let's add the most to the board. Bird and a path. Okay. Well, let's attack in. We're not playing Goblin Guide yet. I don't think I'm playing Kytheon either. Gonna play Zergo. I think they have a path, but Kytheon's so good if they don't. They were going very slow. Yeah, there it is. I should have trusted my read. So we play Zergo there. They probably path it. And then we get to Kytheon Bushwhacker next turn. Hopefully. Lingering Souls. Okay, we can get around Lingering Souls. So, guess we're gonna just Goblin Guide. Zergo dashed. I think I'm gonna rebirth actually. Let's see. So we draw land next turn, having we're gonna bushwhacker next turn regardless. And if we need to draw land anyways to be able to play all these spells. So I guess in that case we should probably Zergo it. This is kind of tough. I think Zergo's fine though. We're gonna dash. Do we care about Signal Pest? Yes. So they can get rid of Memnite or nothing. Or, you know, trade off. What did they reveal? Twilight Mire. We've been giving them tons of lands. It's really unfortunate. Now they can cast Siege Rhino. This is kind of great for us. Okay. We have to actually press OK. I can't just press F6. It's annoying. Oh, yet again. Sure. So Siege Rhino is very good here. Looks like they have it. Ooh. Oh no, why did I get rid of my circle? Alright, well. Max punishment. Do we... I guess we attack in with Signal Pest. Turn off auto yields, because I think I pressed F6. So opponent might attack now, which would be awesome for us. Oh, this looks like a delve threat. No, they're just paying Twilight Mire. Sure. Oh, do they have another one? Pack Rat. Oh, it's so good. Interesting. Well, no time like the present. Force opponent to think about it. It's not getting any better with Siege Rhino on the battlefield. What do we give him? Abrupt Decay, sure. So 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're still putting them to 2. And now they lose their Siege Rhino. Abrupt Decay does save them. They have another Siege Rhino? I don't think that does it. Okay. Well, they have to lose their birds here. Contested War Zones. Oh, game. Not really game, but it's real close. Actually, it is game, isn't it? Oh, yes. Wow. We ground that one out. Contested Warzone. MVP this game. Oh, opponent. Bleep, that was close. It was close, it was. But Mox Whack emerges victorious.